This rock is located on Mars. And if you look directly at these dark patches in the center, you may be seeing the remnant of ancient Martian life, or, at the very least, something that looks remarkably like it. NASA made this announcement in September 2025, and it might be the most obvious indication of life on Mars that we have ever discovered. It was found within a sample of rock gathered by the Perseverance Mars rover, and it could represent the most convincing proof of extraterrestrial life ever found. But what about these locations suggests that life must have once existed on another planet? That's a complex question, and today we're going to break it down. Let's start by discussing where this alien rock was found. NASA's Perseverance rover, the most sophisticated robotic explorer we've ever sent to the Red Planet, landed in the Jezero crater. NASA had a very specific reason for choosing this location. This circular basin is believed to have once been filled with liquid water billions of years ago, because of an opening in its rim, which shows clear evidence that a torrent of water once flowed down from nearby mountains into the crater. Scientists believe Jezero was once an ancient Martian lake. That's exactly where Perseverance touched down, right at the river's mouth, in 2021. NASA believed this was the area with the greatest chance of uncovering evidence of life, similar to what we're examining today. A location like this would have been the perfect habitat for life if it ever existed on Mars. However, finding it was far from simple. After 3 years of searching, Perseverance finally spotted one odd-looking rock rising out of the sand. What really set it apart was a dark, recurring pattern across its surface. NASA refers to the larger shapes as leopard spots and the smaller ones as poppy seeds. Before we continue, let's establish a sense of scale, because the image we're examining is actually an extreme close-up. The alien structures responsible for these markings would have been incredibly small. Even the larger leopard spots measure only 1 or 2 millimeters across. We're talking about bacteria and microorganisms, far too tiny for Perseverance's cameras to detect directly. So, what we're really looking for is evidence that these microbes once existed, the traces or waste they might have left behind. And those dark patches, they appear to be a byproduct of living microorganisms. Put simply, this might be petrified Martian waste, or at least, that's the most plausible explanation for now. After identifying the mysterious pattern, NASA immediately deployed Perseverance's robotic arm and used all of its scientific instruments to begin analyzing the rock. Preliminary findings show that the rock is sedimentary, meaning it formed gradually over millions of years as rivers deposited minerals into the muddy ground. Over time, as the rivers dried up, those layers compressed and hardened into stone. On Earth, fossils are often found in sedimentary rock because the remains of organisms become trapped and preserved in these layers. The most intriguing part? NASA found that this particular site contains some of the youngest sedimentary rock on Mars, roughly 3 billion years old. That means Mars may have remained habitable for far longer than we previously believed. If this discovery holds true, it could mean that life once evolved simultaneously on Earth and Mars, following remarkably similar paths. However, to be absolutely certain, we'll need further investigation. In July 2024, Perseverance captured a self-portrait at the site, a moment NASA scientists knew would be historic. The rock can be seen right in the center of the image. The small white circle marks the spot where the rover's drill cut into the surface and removed a sample, one that could eventually be transported back to Earth for deeper study. Perseverance, as always, delivered beyond expectations. Within the leopard spots, the rover detected 2 iron-based minerals, compounds that could hold the chemical fingerprints of ancient Martian biology.